So she's finally been revealed to us, boys and girls. Hot Toys has just unveiled an amazing new 6-scale figure of X-23 from the Deadpool and Wolverine film. She looks amazing so far. Let's take a closer look and see what Laura's kit has to offer. Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be diving into the new X-23 figure by Hot Toys. Now this is a new figure based off of the model taken from the Deadpool and Wolverine film. Now what's extra special is that this is the first iteration of Laura from Hot Toys, right? And although the MCU still hasn't really featured her in any comic accurate suit yet, it's great that we're finally getting some licensed version of her. Right off the bat, this figure definitely has some nice standout qualities to me, from the incredible sculpted hair to the seamless arms and just the general look and feel of Laura herself really scream X-23 to me. The adamantium claws also look pretty awesome, and really glad that they gave her the boot claws because we really didn't see her use it more than once in a film. So I'm glad they were able to add that into the figure model here as well, right, and keep it accurate. They also did a really good job of scaling her so that she could pair well next to Deadpool and Wolverine and any of the upcoming Resistance Team figures coming out soon as well. So kudos to Hot Toys for making this amazing figure. Let's get more into X-23's details. In terms of accessories, she does come with a good amount for sure, and some of them are pretty awesome. These are all new accessories that I don't think were reused from any other figure models, at least not that I could tell. In terms of her set, she does come with two different hair sculpted styles, but only one head sculpt, right? So again, one head sculpt by two different hairstyles. Also, a pair of separate rolling eyes, her backpack from the movie, those awesome iconic sunglasses that she was rocking, two sets of interchangeable hands with claws, one open hand and one closed fist. It also comes with 4 pairs of different hand molds and then that incredible Juggernaut helmet and Diorama base, right? So overall, really good set of accessories that come with Laura, and Hot Toys really filled out her kit pretty well. One thing they could have added, though, in my opinion, was maybe some slash effects to her claws and or boot claws. It really would have added some more dynamic posing with Laura. Otherwise, it's still a great set overall. Now moving on to Laura's design, here's a couple of different shots of her at scale. The left one features Laura chilling with a couple of accessories, including the glasses, backpack with the horse ornament on it, and both are really very cool callbacks to the Wolverine film when she was like 11 years old back then, so it's good that they brought it back here for the Deadpool and Wolverine film. You can also see that her seamless arms were done very well by Hot Toys, and that the bending at the elbow looks fairly easy and doesn't really break off, which is good. I also like the overall design of her clothes and how they're able to translate that to the figure itself and give her that really like post-apocalyptic feel here, and just an overall great figure design. The one on the right features Laura in a more dynamic pose though, with claws out and standing on the actual diorama base. You really get to see the length and scale of the claws better here and how they look, right? Her articulation looks pretty solid as well so far, not just at the arms, but also movement of her legs and the knee bend and how they're able to rotate her left leg a little slightly to the left, right? So they did a really good job there and really do like the hair sculpting and how it came out. And otherwise, the figure model itself looks great. In terms of diving a little more into some of her other details, these two shots feature her closer looks of the actual figure, body, and outfit itself. Right, everything that she's rocking stands out pretty well. Doesn't really feel bland to me, considering the fact that she's not really rocking any superhero outfit. Right, it's more like street clothes. You can also see that the closed fist claws extracted here on the left, so you can kind of see how those look. Whereas on the right, she has the claws extracted with open fist. I'm just glad that they also gave her 2 different hand molds with claws for more like dynamic posing. And even the ability to mix and match them, right? Like one hand open, one hand closed. They also gave her nice fake leather looking hand wraps, which came out pretty good as well and molded to look exactly like it was in the movie, right? And also like how the boots came out, gives her a really rebellious teenager feel, and the claws coming out of the front area look great. It does seem a shade shorter, however, at times depending on which angle you look at it, but not too bad though, right? Because it doesn't feel proportionate all the time, but it does scale really well, right? And generally, the figure body proportions look like they've been scaled well overall, besides maybe the boot claw, but otherwise no glaring issues that I can see. Here are a couple of closer shots of her sculpted hair. I really like the 2 different variations here that they've been able to cook up for us. The one on the left has a more flowy feel to it, and a number of the strands actually extend outward and to the sides. Right, this will probably pair up really well with like a more dynamic or action type of pose that you decide to set up with her. Whereas on the one on the right has a more static feel to it. The hair strands here are more wound up rather, and only some of her hair extends to the front. This will probably look better with their standard museum and static poses than the first one, in my opinion. Otherwise, both the paint application and sculpting look absolutely on point, and they did a really good job with X-23 with these two options, right? So I like the fact that they decided to give her sculpted hair as well and not rooted because as you can see here, it came out really well. Looking closer into her different claws and accessories, here are a couple of shots of her hand claws and boot claws. Right, both variations have a really good sort of look and feel to them. The top one here features that open hand, and you can see that the claws extend out on a small angle as well. This is really good because it gives nice details to like when Logan actually has his hands like this. It's you can actually see that his claws also extend out on an angle as well. So it's good that they've been able to capture this for Laura, right? Whereas the bottom closed fist claws are perfectly straight, a little more perfectly straight on, and looking nice and deadly, right? Really clean feel to these hand claws overall, and like the overall length of them. You know, as for the boot claws, it looks pretty solid as well. I like the added curvature that they added on the top to the actual claw itself. That way it doesn't feel too straight and bland. It feels like a real adamantium blade and matches her comic counterpart very well. The boots also have that nice biker feel to it and matches the rest of her savage outfit. So overall, great set of claws here for X-23. Next, moving on to Diorama base and Juggernaut's helmet. These two are just awesome, right? The Diorama base itself looks really solid, has a lot of nice details to it, from the fire to the debris and like that open dirt feel. Everything was delivered very well. It also allows you to pose Laura in different ways on top of this, whether it's like a bent knee or one of her legs or maybe even both. You get some really good options here, right? And the Juggernaut helmet is just right on point. They were able to capture a lot of the weathered and damaged effects on it, just like from the film. Has a nice post-apocalyptic feel and look to it. Also has a very good use and abuse type of look, right? And feels proportionate accurate as well. So like it's even possible you may be able to put on another 6 scale figure if you want to mess around with this helmet a little bit, right? So otherwise, a great helmet accessory and diorama base that come with Laura. Now, pre-ordering is currently live on site now. Feel free to use the link in our bio if you need help getting there. It'll run you $265 and expected to ship out between Q4 of 2025 to Q1 of 2026. So it'll definitely be a little wait before like general collectors such as myself will actually be able to get our hands on one. But overall, this is a great figure with a good amount of accessories. And it's really great that Hot Toys has been able to finally give us their first iteration of X-23. The price point also sounds accurate to me considering that the number of different accessories you get, along with the figure design and hair sculptures, are pretty much match up, right? So if you're a fan of X-23 and want to have an awesome pairing of Logan and Laura, then definitely PO this and get your hands on her, right? So there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining me today as we explored the new X-23 figure from Hot Toys. Are you a fan of this new figure at all? Are you excited to see the remaining Resistance team lineup? Let me know in the comments below what really stands out to you and if you plan on picking her up. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button for more content and the coolest Marvel collectibles around. Until next time, folks, keep on collecting.